So we're going to be discussing animals that I think would be very tasty and I think would make for excellent protein sources during the bulk. Alrighty, so my number one like bucket list item that I can think of that I want to do before I die is to eat one of these mofos, a sea lion. Now look, hear me out. They look delicious, okay? I mean, look how I don't know why. There's just something about them that just like I know that blubber goes crazy. Like they have to be like the wagyu of like ocean mammals, right? Because they just look so appetizing. Like, look, where's a good picture? Like, look at this guy. I know if I sliced like a good steak out of this boy, it'd be delicious. Like, imagine rendering the blubber down in the pan and then like pan searing it to like a good medium rare. Like, that has to be amazing. And then of course you put the red robin seasoning on it because that's what you put on all food, bulk or cut. Red robin seasoning is going on it. Now, I think it may be illegal to eat them, and that's why I say it's like a bucket list item. Because if I go try to eat one of these guys right now, I'm just gonna get like arrested, locked up. But like when I'm 85 and like dementia ridden, who's gonna stop me, right? Like if I just go out to like I don't know where these guys are, the Arctic, Alaska, who knows? I don't really care. I'll figure it out, right? If I just go out there with like a harpoon gun and start chasing one of these guys down, who's gonna stop me? I'm 85. They can't do anything to me. I'm like untouchable. Because they touch me, I want to die, and then they're catching a case. So I'm gonna harpoon one of these guys, dice them up right there, and just start chowing down. And then they're gonna like try to arrest me and blah 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 blah. But I'm 85. Like at that point, if I get arrested, who cares? I'm just gonna eat sea lion. Like I know this junk tastes amazing. Like look at his face. That is a face of an animal that needs to be eaten. Like he's just sitting there, chilling, ready to be pan seared. I know it would be amazing. This is like I want to eat this so bad. Like he just looks so good. Like oh, some ribs with my like aunt's homemade barbecue sauce. Oh, like I just know. Like I wonder if you can do like kind of like a shark fin soup kind of thing with their like weird flipper things they have. That could be good. Like, oh man. Like I just know like the blubber has to be like so amazing to render down. I probably drink the blubber render just like oh yeah, these guys they just look so delicious. Like and they victimize penguins like all the time. So if you think about it, like penguins are like these super cute innocent creatures and I'm just getting revenge for them. I'm like the penguin Batman, you know? Oh, that'd be so epic. Me just sprinting through the snow in a Batman suit with a harpoon gun. Just like colliding two sea lions. And then just like viciously ripping them open and eating them. And then like dabbing up a penguin, Just like, little flippers and stuff. That'd be pretty sick. Alright, so on to my next animal that I want to eat. Now this one is less of like I think it would be delicious and just my general hatred for turtles. Like people are always like save the turtles, but like I hate these things, man. Like they're so stupid. Like just think about the way they like give birth. They go back to the same place no matter the conditions of that place and lay their eggs unprotected and then just dip. Like baby turtles are like the easiest thing to eat. Like I swear if I figure out where turtles are being born, I'm pulling up and as those mother friggers hatch, I'm just plucking them right out of the ground, like sardines. Like me and the seagulls are gonna throw hands, cause the seagulls sit there too. They know what's up. They be munching on those guys too. And I mean, like if seagulls know when they're hatching and are like pulling up every year for that, it's a delicacy. Like I bet some baby turtles are delicious. All right. But like, I feel like turtle at this point is kind of bland, so I want to get a little exotic. And I think eating a leatherback sea turtle would go hard. I feel like the shell is possibly edible. It's supposed to be like soft or something. So I feel like you like dice the shell up and like eat that somehow. I don't know. And like, look at these little guys. You could like fry them. That's like a true American kind of way to eat these. Just like drop them in the fryer at McDonald's and just snack on them afterwards with like a Big Mac. Oh man, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine if you walk into McDonald's and on their specialty menu it's fried baby leatherback sea turtle? Like, oh, I'd pay some good money to eat those. Like, honestly, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just genuinely hate turtles because like the way people defend them. I think they're like the dumbest animals on the planet, like it's like fucking sloths. You know, like I just want to chop them up and eat them, man. I dislike them so much. Like, ooh, you gotta use a metal straw because like the turtles might see the straw and like choke on it. Like, bruh, they're dumb, okay? Like they're dumb. They don't deserve to live. All right, in my opinion, they need to go. If I see one of these out in the wild, I'm jumping on it and dragging it home and doing like a boil with it or something. Like, if I ever see these things in like real life, like they're cooked, literally cooked, and then getting eaten. Like, look at this guy. Look at him. Do you not want to eat this? Like, imagine like garlic butter on this. Oh, or even better, Red Robin seasoning. You know, like see this guy looks kind of less appetizing, honestly, but I'm not sure if this one's alive. This one looks pretty appetizing though, honestly. Like you just like slice off one of these jaunts and just like, put it in a stew. That'd probably be pretty good. Alrighty, guys. So for my next animal that I want to eat, this probably sounds a little weird, but I want to eat a chinchilla. I'm not exactly sure what drives me to want to eat these, but it's just kind of there, you know? Like I feel like it's kind of like eating like popcorn chicken nuggets, you know? Once again, I think these need to be deep fried. Like, you just shave them, fry them, and just pop them in your mouth. Like, oh, sounds really good. I don't know if I can show it, but I was doing a little bit of research, and I did see that like in Peru, they like bake guinea pigs, and I think you could do something similar with these guys. And then of course, Red Robin seasoning. Just, I honestly feel like these guys would be like really nice and tender. You know, they got tiny bones. You probably don't even need to take the bones out. Probably just crunch on the bones, get the bone marrow. Like a real man. Because our ancestors, those primal guys, definitely ate bones. They just chomped on them like dogs. That 100% happened. So yeah, I mean, look how fat this one is. Like that's got to be tasty. Like I know this guy tastes good. Like look at the way he's looking at you with his side eye. He's like, please don't eat me, and you're just like I know this guy is delicious. Like this one specifically. Like I don't know about this one or these guys, but like even this one, like this one's like too obese now. Like I think this guy is kind of pushing it. There's like Nikocado avocado here of like chinchillas. That I don't think tastes good. But this one right here, I think this is like the right amount of meaty on a chinchilla. I would eat this one. I want to eat this one now. Okay. So, for the fourth animal that I want to eat personally is a tapir. Now, honestly, some of these guys look a little gross. Like this one and this one, like nah. This one too, we don't want to eat that. But hear me out. This guy right here, the spotted zebra looking one, I know this one goes hard. Like once again, Red Robin seasoning, like slap it on the grill, top tier. I know it. I just know it. Like I know that this has to be delicious. It's got to be kind of like eating lamb chops, maybe. Like lamb chops are so nice and tender. That's definitely what this guy tastes like. Like look at him. He was designed to be eaten. Honestly, like he's just so delicious looking. I think it's the pattern, honestly, because I kind of like want to eat a zebra. Like that scene in what's that movie called? Madagascar something. I don't know. It's got like the lion in the zoo, and there's like the zebra and like the fat hippo and like the schizo giraffe. Like I agree with Alex the lion. Like when you see the zebra running away, that thick juicy rump, like, I want to bite into it too, man. It just looks so good. And then you got these guys, and they just look even better. Like, oh man, I just know like it's gotta be exactly like lamb chops with like maybe a little bit more of a gamey taste. Like olive oil in a pan too. Red Robin seasoning. Like I can't say how much I love Red Robin seasoning in this video. It's going on all of these guys. Like I know this would go hard. I'm sure there's some motherfuckers out there in the jungle that eat these guys too. Like this is like basically a jungle cow kind of, right? Right? It's kind of cow-like. People eat what is it? What's baby cow? Baby cow's like veal. I've had veal. Honestly though, I didn't like veal, but I love lamb. Lamb is so good. My grandpa's girlfriend makes lamb chops for me sometimes, and like, oh, she does them so well. I'm gonna take her out in the jungle with me and have her fry one of these bad boys up for me. Alrighty. And the last animal I want to eat is an armadillo. Now, I also kind of do this one more out of hatred as well. It's kind of like the turtle situation. I just kind of think they're dumb and they need to be eaten to extinction. All right? Like, like I used to live in Texas and it was so annoying because there'd be all these armadillo signs. They're endangered. Don't run them over. But like, bro, what do these guys do for the ecosystem anyways? They're like just weird. Yeah, I think they eat like bugs and like yeah, maybe that keeps certain like pest populations in control and blah 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 cycle of life. I don't care, okay? Like I'm like kind of at the point where it's like, bro, like how much nuclear waste have we dumped in the ocean? Like why are we pretending to care about like the cycle of life and ecosystem still? Like, bro, we can literally just make lab-grown meat at this point. Like we just need to enjoy these guys while they're around and eat them, okay? Because these guys are going extinct. Like like when Elon puts out those like robotic like self-driving semis, do you think Elon cares about an armadillo? Do you think he cares about a $2,000 fine? Do you think he cares about this? No, he's not programming those things to stop for an armadillo. These guys are getting shredded, okay? These guys are cooked, done for, game over in the next decade, all right? I want to eat one before then. Like I want to walk into a Texas Roadhouse, have some of those like delicious rolls and some peanuts. Well, an immigrant of a certain descent cooks me up a nice roasted armadillo. Okay? Like I know that this guy would go fire with some chimichurri. I know, I can feel it in my bones. I think there's like the one animal that I wouldn't actually put red robin seasoning on. I want some chimichurri on this guy. That's what I want. My uncle makes some really good chimichurri. Maybe I would put him in the kitchen. He meets the demographic, if you know what I mean, of kitchen workers. So yeah, I think he'd be my choice of person to cook this. Cause dude, his chimichurri, so good. Last Christmas he made it, and we all had like steaks. Oh, it was so good. And then you put it on this guy. Like I feel like you don't even gotta take them out of the shell. You just kind of like flip them over and shove them in the oven. That's like self-cooking essentially, right? Like, and then after you eat them, you gotta take the shell home. That would be a dope business idea. You gotta eat an armadillo and keep the shell, and you could turn it into like a helmet or something. That'd be dope. I'd wear an armadillo shell as a hat. That would be fire. Do you know how many women I would attract with that? It'd be infinite. I wouldn't be able to leave the house. So yeah, no, I really want to eat these guys. They look really good. I guess they're kind of small though, so I might need to eat a few to like kind of get full. I don't really know if these guys would be like good bulking. No, huh? It's probably better for the cut. They look kind of lean. I wonder if it's like chicken. Probably tastes like chicken. I feel like if you don't know what it tastes like, it more than likely tastes like chicken. Like if you've had snake, it kind of tastes like chicken, really. I would say, duck. Duck is actually pretty good. I really like duck. Duck is like, I love me some duck. But yeah, I mean, like, these guys are definitely fatty. It's gonna go great on the bulk. These guys, I mean, look at this chonker. Great bulking food. Come on, man. Come on. We know he's got, some bulking macros. And then obviously, I already went over it. Super thick blubber would be amazing on the bulk. Yeah, like I'm going to eat these. The rest of these are kind of like I would like to eat them, like before I die, I would like to eat these guys, like it'd be kind of cool to eat these guys. But like I'm not super attached to it either. Like I can move on with my life without ever eating one of these animals. This guy though, I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care. Okay? I am going to eat one of these at some point in my life before I kick the bucket. These guys will be eaten. All right? I'm not joking. I am going to eat one of these, all right? Like if you're at like SeaWorld right now, you should know that within the next few decades, I'm pulling up and I'm kidnapping one of these guys and I'm eating them. All right? It's going to happen. All right? So right now, if you guys, I'm giving you a little heads up here because obviously in like 10 years I'm going to be insanely jacked and like it's going to be really hard to stop me. So I'm giving you a heads up. Start prepping your defenses now because I'm coming for you and I'm coming for your sea lions.